another delicious episode of Shelly's Homemade. And today, guys, we're going to be making a coconut curry shrimp dinner. And if I'm saying curry wrong, excuse me, curry, whatever. Dinner. So I have my cabbage here. I have some onions, some scallions, some yellow bell peppers, and some red bell peppers. It's going to suffice for my shrimp and my cabbage. I have about 10 cloves of garlic. That's going to suffice for everything as well. I have a pound and a half of large shrimp. I have my curry powder, Shelly's house seasoning, a can of coconut milk, my red beans. I have my rice ready. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to achieve that same flavor that you get when you get that rice and peas. I have my thyme and also my Shelly's house seasoning. You can use whatever kind of all-purpose seasoning that you want to use. You can use the Jamaican or the Caribbean all-purpose seasoning. Will work wonders here. Alright, guys, so let's get started. We're going to start with the cabbage. So we're going to move over to the stove and we're going to get started on that cabbage. The thing we're going to start with is a half a stick of butter. You can use margarine if you don't have butter. That's fine too as well. I'm going to use half of this, half of the red bell pepper, and all the measurements, guys, are going to be in the description box, so don't sweat. And while you're down there, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and also make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time Shelly uploads these delicious videos. So then I'm going in with half the scallions, the green and the white part. And we're going to go with half of my minced garlic. And the other half is for the shrimp. Grabbing my spatula. Now we're going to add some Shelly's house seasoning. I'll season it up. And let all these flavors meld together for a few seconds, for a few minutes. And then when I come back, we're going to add that cabbage. Alright, I only wanted them to sweat up a little bit to get some color on it. Well, not exactly, just to sweat out just a little bit. And we're going to add this cabbage. Add all the cabbage. And remember, cabbage add liquid, so I'm not going to add any liquid to it. Now I'm going to add some thyme. Just 2 sprigs of thyme. I'm just throwing it right in there. We're going to come back in with a little more Shelly's house seasoning. We season at every level on this channel. I'm going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon, not too much, because we did add Shelly's house seasoning to this. So about a teaspoon of some chicken bouillon. I just like the flavor that it adds to the cabbage. And all we're going to do is put a lid on this. When I come back, I'm going to add, alright, so now we're going to add some corn to this. About a cup of corn. Get my hand out of the way. You guys can see. A cup of corn in here. Y'all probably thinking, corn, what are you doing? But you know what? That's what's in. Every time I go to a Caribbean spot, cabbage always got corn in it. Don't ask why, but I like it. Tastes good. And we're gonna add a sprinkle of sugar for good measure. There you have it. So now I'm gonna put the lid on this and just let it go, because the cabbage is always the first thing that I put on. And the liquid, as you can see, plenty of liquid in there from the cabbage, from all the other vegetables that's down there in there. It's going to be amazing. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to add up this peas and rice. It's going to taste just like it. It's going to look like it. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to go in with a teaspoon of butter. Drop right in there. You take some of that white of that scallion or green onion, whatever you want to call it, and you take some of that green and just get it in there. Alright, because that's what's in there. Now I make, cheat codes for myself that I'm willing to share. Now that yellow bell pepper, get it in there. You don't want a lot in here because you're not making a lot. You just want some to give it some flavor. So you take 2 of those strips of the red, 2 of the yellow, get it in there. More of that scallion. Some of that onion. Alright. I'm going to add a little bit of the garlic. Thyme. And just strip it off. Just like that. Strip it off. Don't want that in there. So you're going to get 2 sprigs. Get it in there. I'm sorry if my hand is in the way, but it's just how I gotta. Maybe if I do it up higher, maybe that'll be better. I don't know. There you go. Mix that in there just like that. Go in with some Shelly house seasoning. Pop, 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 pop. Now, go in with your beans. The juice, everything. All that red stuff in the bottom, you're going to get all of that out into your pan. That's what gives it that color. Mix it in there. Just like so. half a can of your coconut milk. You want to start on your cabbage first. Then you start on, there it is, I was looking for you. You come in and get half of this can of coconut milk. There it is. And you just let that cook down. Just like that. Boom. There you have it. Now we're going to move on and start. So we just want this just to cook down. We just want it to cook down. Then we just going to add the rice to it. And I'm cooking with minute rice. You've been watching my channel. You already know. I make sure it's cuts and quickness for myself. Okay. So when we come back, we're going to start on the shrimp. So now it's time to add the rice. Yes. Just gonna let this cook up. Go in with a little more Shelly's house seasoning. There you have it. I'll be back, guys. So to your pan, I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of butter right in my pan. Alright, then we're going to go in with our veggies. All of those veggies. Just let it cook up. We can add our garlic. Add the rest of that garlic. The thyme. Look at these thyme leaves in here. That garlic. And all that just so beautiful. Now we're coming in with Shelly's house seasoning. And we're going to go in with some curry. So what we doing with the curry is we toasting it to bring out all those flavors, so it don't have that raw bitter curry taste. So we're just toasting it up for a few minutes. Your house gonna smell like curry for days, honey. You gotta open the windows and do some other stuff. Alright, so now we're gonna add that coconut milk. Okay. Put that in there. Don't that look good already? It's delicious. And all we just gonna do is just let this cook down. We're gonna put a lid on it. We're gonna let it cook down. We're gonna turn it on low. Gotta tell you that we're turning it on low. Got this carry all in there. That coconut in there. We got 1 cup of water in here. Smells divine. Yes. So we're gonna do, we're gonna put a lid on this, turn it on low, put a lid on it, and just let it simmer until that curry flavor is cooked into that coconut, and all these flavors start to meld together before we add our shrimp. All right, so we gotta let that cook in. Alright, so I'll be back when it's time to add the rice. Alright, so now that the curry has cooked down to my desire, now it's time to add those shrimp and just let them cook down. Okay. And when we come back, we're going to plate this thing up and show you how everything's looking and how everything turned out and how it tastes. Alright guys, so now we're going to give it a try. Doesn't this look absolutely amazing? The shrimp, the beans, don't that look like it? Like, yeah, like I did that. Look at that. I'm going to go on and try the rice first. Got that Caribbean feel to it. I'm going to try it back with some of this cabbage. Look at that. Oh yeah. We eating over here, boy. I'm doing happy dance. Look at that. Look at this shrimp. Some lead. I like to eat it with a spoon because I like to catch all the juices and everything. That is so delicious, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. And I'm going to see you in the next video.